And we are live. Welcome everybody. Fibonaccis-Traders.com here with another midday market recap. I will wait a few more minutes for more people to join. Hey Bill. How's everybody's day today? Everybody doing good? And we are live. Welcome everybody. I will wait a few more seconds. Letting people join. Let me know who's here. In the meantime, let's see, the SPY just broke to the downside, back inside this hourly Browning formation. Maybe everyone took a long vacation since noon. Let me know in the chat who's with me. Come on. Prices. Have enough prices today and yesterday in the premium room, right? We had some great trading also today. We took AMD to the long side in the morning. Then we took it to the downside. We also took a few minutes ago, we took SPY to the downside. Yeah, I just waited for some more people to join. Let's share the screen. Hi Zach, hi Eyal, hi Mickey. Have some delay, so bear with me. I'm in China, delay, internet, the big firewall and fireball. In the meantime, subscribe, like this channel. Thank you guys. Now we can see the screen. Okay, so we had great trades today. We took AMD to the upside in the morning. We took AMD to the downside later that day. Then few minutes ago, 10-15 minutes ago, we took, as Eyal, one of our premium members, said, there is an M potential on the SPY, and we took short on the SPY 5 minutes from breaking below the 401.45 towards here. Now I hope that you are managing your stop loss, managing risk, Look at this. This is the 65 minutes uptrend towards the 403 level. Doji, boom to the downside. Now retesting the 400 as support. Before the 400 was resistance. Now it's acting as support. So let's see if during this day it will hold. Long weekend ahead of us. Even though we have Friday half day, I expect nothing much of a price action. So also I will take a long weekend, maybe even after this live, we'll take a long break from the screens, from the charts. And now we can see on the 5 minutes futures that the SPY is trying to go up again. Let's see. Hey Edmond. So before we dig in the charts, we have Black Friday on Fibonaccis-Traders. We have 10% off premium package. Premium package is lifetime access. First, for all the Discord channels here, yes, lifetime access, one-time payment, $897 lifetime access for all the channels here. We have premium room, most for day trading ideas. This is not an alert service. So if you're looking for someone to give you when to buy, when to sell, how much, this is not the place. This is the place that we share ideas, and everyone in the premium room eventually doing their own due diligence, sharing charts, but they are their own indicator. We have exclusive requests from premium and gold members. I will talk about the gold membership in short. Private meetings. We have swing ideas, we have crypto charts, general discussions, we have news, we have everything on this Discord. So until November 27th, lifetime access, $897, and the most important thing on the premium is the one-on-one live mentorship program, live one-on-one with me, Zoom. We go deep inside. This is the course, 4 sessions, each session 90 minutes or more, depend on the students. Back to basics, identifying patterns, and learn how trend lines are the true roadmap for price action into the future. We have session 3, Japanese candlestick analysis, going in depth, making it clear to recognize trend reversals and trend continuation using only candles. And we have session number 4, Fibonacci tools, understanding how Fibonacci helps us identify with high probability where price continues from this point to the next. And it doesn't matter if it's swing trading, scalping, day trading, or position holding for months and months to come. And of course we have extras, psychology support, risk management, and lifetime access to everything that I just showed you. We also have gold membership, which is a membership to 95% of all these channels that we have, including the premium room, including 24/7 almost, also when the market is closed, after hours, access to me, asking me questions on private if you need, 30% until November 27th. And we have the diamond which is basically same as gold, but yearly subscription. So take a look, join the Discord, take a look, and if you need, let me know. I will help you to choose the plan that works for you, because eventually we need, and my goal is to have everyone becoming their own indicators. And as we see now, doji off the 618 and going back up. Let's see if price can reach and break again above this level here. Let's talk about SPY on the daily 400. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you everyone who joined in last few minutes. 400 on the SPY, very strong resistance. We can see that it's failing to break up and above, same as it did earlier this September. Qs, again, nothing much on the Qs, basically moving sideways since 2 weeks ago. IWM, also consolidation, several, and if we can see the weekly, zoom out, we can see an inside week after a doji off this trend line here. Doji and this trend line, the short-term support is holding. One of them will break to the downside or to the upside. So pay attention for both sides, never be biased, follow price. Dow Jones on the weekly above the 340 area. Let's see the daily, also a doji. VIX, doji off the 2130 area. This area we talked about several weeks already since this breakdown started on the VIX. We said that this gap here will get filled because there are no open gaps on the VIX, and there we go, filled it yesterday, doji now, and let's see where next week will take us. Natural gas, uptrend line acting as a strong resistance, and as we can see, price got rejected from this trend line, and we might see downside back to 7 or maybe 7.8 towards this trend line here. Nvda, after 50% rally from October lows, 53% rally, now it's time to cool off and hold this trend line. If this trend line will break to the downside, this gap here at the 141, 142 area will get filled. So pay attention to trend lines. And if you missed, I made a short video on trend lines and why trend lines are the true support and resistance for price action to the future, not only to the past, to the future. No other indicator is more accurate than trend lines and Fibonacci. Now we have Microsoft, big level, the 248, 250 area is a major resistance. Doji, this area here needs to hold, the 238 area needs to hold. Failing to do so, this gap here will get filled, and on the positive side, the sooner the better, because once it gets filled, it will make a higher low, maybe all the way to 226, making a higher low, and again going for this area to retest it. Apple, we have consolidation, we have this trend line here holding to the penny each and every day, trying to break up and getting rejected back to the downside. And if you want, for the patterns lovers out there, we have some kind of triangle here, bull flag, bull pennant, bearish. It's bearish and bullish at the same time. If it breaks to the upside, it's bullish. If it breaks to the downside, it's bearish. So patterns don't really matter, and the name doesn't really matter. It all matters the trend line and the direction of the price. And for now, we see that this trend line is a strong resistance for Aapl, who continues to make lower highs. Tesla, as we suggested yesterday on live midday and also on the market recap, we have this trend line that holds the lower lows, and we have this trend line of the lower highs. We have a doji, and we know that the doji is the most significant signal that we have in candles and in price that signals a potential trend reversal, and today we got this trend reversal. Hi Itzik, thanks for joining. So we have a trend reversal. Let's see, we have also this small gap, today's morning gap. It will get filled. The question is when. But for now, let's see Tesla going to this trend line and maybe even breaking up and above. On the weekly, we can see also a doji on the weekly. And if we take and remove these trend lines, we can see Tesla is trying to go back above the 180 level. Fails to do it. We can see 153 and maybe even 127 to the downside, but this trend line here and this doji on the weekly, if it holds, we can assume next week we'll go back to 200 and maybe even back above if Elon Musk will stop playing games on Twitter and focus on Tesla back. Bitcoin weekly, two dojis below this trend line, holding above the 15K 100 area, which is good. Two dojis, and with all the FTX saga and noise, Bitcoin is holding and moving sideways. Now we need bulls to break up and above this trend line, and as you can see, this trend line holds since March 22 all the way from resistance, and now let's see if we can get a bounce back above this area here, which was a strong support for Bitcoin throughout June, July, all the way to 2 weeks ago when it broke down. So pay attention also to Bitcoin. Let's go back to the SPY. This is how I look and follow price during hours. I have futures 5 minute, I have futures 1 hour, SPY 15 and SPY 65. So for now, looks like it's starting to move sideways. Let's see, we have here on the 15 minutes, we have this drop inside candle, and maybe we will get here candle to the upside, two to the upside. Again, if you missed the beginning, we have Black Friday, we have several membership plans, we have the premium, which is lifetime access for all these channels and to my support, and it is one-on-one live course, live mentorship with me on Zoom. We schedule it together. $897 only for, and it's for lifetime access, and it will end November 27th, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Any question, guys? Requests? Let me know. Any questions? We can see also on the hourly here, an inside hour. We need to wait because we do have a potential double top on the SPY 65. Bill is asking, how often does price break the trend, then falls back in trend like Bitcoin? Was the trend invalidate? I'm not sure I got your... We always have more and more trend lines. It depends on the time frame that we are trading on. This trend line goes all the way back to March. So even if we are looking on the daily, we need to understand that this trend is a monthly, multi-monthly. It's from March. We are already almost in December, so it's 6 months of, more than 6 months, 8 months of downtrend. So it all depends on the time frame. And also we have this trend line here is a daily downtrend, and we have the support here. So as we can see, once the trend line breaks, it goes back retesting. In this case, it broke back below, and now this trend line acts as a strong support. Hey Bill, how are you? Cat, let's CAT. Caterpillar. Yeah, it did. Broke through, then fell back under. Why? Because, one second, I will go back to Bitcoin. Why? Because this trend is a monthly trend, and the bigger the time frame, the stronger the trend. So we have a monthly downtrend, and we have on the daily, bulls tried to break up and above, and they failed, because on the monthly we have a downtrend. We need at least 1 month close above the trend line, and we still don't have it. And if we look on the monthly, we can see we have this trend line here. And if we go to the line chart, it broke a trend line. So we take the Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. Now it's on the 618 Fibonacci 11 on the monthly. If this one fails to hold, 10,800 will be next. No questions about it. It's only a matter of the time frame that you're looking at. Let's check Caterpillar for our friend. We have this area here. And if we look, it's a potential double top on Caterpillar. If we take Fibonacci, swing high, swing low, yes, we can take this one, and these are the levels to the downside. If 267 fails to hold, you have this gap here that will get filled, and you have this gap here at the 200 that will get filled. And this is a great example of how we can trust Fibonacci to show us the levels to the downside. If I from the high to the low, and it gives me all the way to the downside. So yes, we need to learn Fibonacci trend lines and candlestick analysis, aka price action. You're welcome. We have another bill that wants AMD. AMD 79, strong resistance, looking left, firm support, resistance, support, resistance, and now almost touched, went back down, and we managed to take this short on our Discord. We took the short here. AMD double top potential on the 5 minutes, so we trade this one also, same as we trade the SPY short just before this live started. Now we have a doji on AMD. AMD also made a nice bounce off October lows all the way 44%, 43%. Let's see next week where this will go. Any other questions? Let's see the SPY on the 15 downtrend doji. Now this will be a very tough one. The 4015. Yeah, so we follow price using Fibonacci levels and trend lines to manage our risk. You're welcome, Bill. Any other questions? This will be the last midday live for this week. Again, Black Friday discount up to 30% off. Check it out. If you want to become your own indicator, stop following others, including myself, check the one-on-one live mentorship program. We have premium members that can guarantee you that it's working. So have a great long weekend. Have a great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you on Cyber Monday.